Hey, it's Ryan from Upfit Supply, and in this video, we're gonna be installing some slick locks on our GMC Savana. Let's get started. Okay, this installation is gonna be the same for the GMC Savana and the Chevy Express as long as you have the side hinged door. The rear door is gonna be the same whether you have the sliding door or the hinged door, but the side door does have specific brackets that we're going to be using for the hinge door. It's a different bracket for the sliding door. So the way that the slick locks work is they actually integrate with existing locations on the van. So right here, we're gonna be using the strike plate and then using a couple bolts on this door for the actual latching mechanism for the door. We're gonna start over here on this fixed door, I guess, or the first door. And we're gonna start by removing these bolts holding on our striker plate. And this is a T40. Now we're gonna take our first bracket from our kit here. This one is going to say GM1C side left, and it's going to follow this crease here in the door, so that's the orientation that this goes in. We're just gonna hold this up here, and according to slick locks, there is some kind of variance with the sheet metal from van to van, and if this does not sit nice and flush, you actually want to put a piece of tape right here and a hammer, bang this out so it's nice and flat, but ours seems to be fitting pretty good right there. The other thing that we need to do is they want you to remove 2 spacers from this. We have only one in our door, so we're going to start there. So we're going to put this bracket right over top of here and reattach our strike plate. So I still want some movement here with my bracket because we're gonna do an alignment later with this bracket. I'm gonna close this door right here and see what my clearances look like. All right, that seems to be fitting on there okay. Now we're gonna move on over here to our second door. So this bracket is going to be the GM 1D side right. This one's gonna sit over here. We're gonna use these 2 screws right here. It kind of fits over top of that one. One thing that we do need to do is get this in place. I'm gonna make some marks here on our trim because we gotta do a little bit of trimming here on the door seal. Basically, we're just gonna need clearance here for this bracket to fit in between that seal and the door. Looks like that is good for us. I'm gonna go ahead and remove these 2 bolts. This is a smaller head, it's a T30. Some movement of the bracket so we can get it aligned. So I'm just trying to make sure that these 2 holes right here are lined up. If they're cockeyed a little bit, your lock's gonna snag on that. You're just gonna use a drill bit or maybe a extension or something like this to really bring those into alignment so there's no overhang there. Then I'll open this back up. We are done with the side door here. I want to put a lock on here just to test it out quick. So we're going to rotate this to get the opening for our key. Pull out our pin. Spin around, and this is going to obviously prevent you from opening the doors. Now, when I opened that door during the test, it did cockeye these brackets a little bit, and you could see that the lock kind of got stuck, and I couldn't pull it out. So just a little tip, if I do that again, pulling this out kind of separates those brackets a little bit, and if I try to unlock this, it's not gonna let me pull the key out. So what you have to do is try and get those in alignment as best as possible, wiggle it, and you'll be able to pull it out. All right, let's move on to the rear doors. Okay, here on the back door is going to be very similar situation where we're going to be integrating with some bolts right here, as well as our strike plate on this side. We'll start with our strike plate side, and we're going to look for our rear left bracket, set our rear right bracket off to the side for now. Just going to do an alignment here. This is where this is going to be going. I'm going to take these bolts out. Now I do have multiple spacers here, 2 of them. I'm going to go ahead and take both of those out. Through our bracket here. That looks pretty good. I'm just going to test my first door close here. All right, looks good right there. Push this back slightly. This door shut further. All right, looks good. I always like to try one side first before moving on to the second, just in case there's an issue with the latch. I can narrow it down to which bracket is causing the issue. Now, same song, different verse. Right here on this side door, going to be integrating into bolt, this top bolt and this inward bolt right there. We again need a mark on our seal there where we can cut a little slit out. So quick tip there is make sure you have a sharp razor blade for this. Now I've just got a thicker screwdriver right here with this latch shut. I kind of pull on these to get that alignment where I want it so the pin doesn't snag on the lock. And that looks good right there. Again, just double checking that looks good. Go get a lock. And I just want to test the pin here. Prevent the door from being opened. Again, I'm getting a little bit of a snag because I tried to pull that door open and so now my holes aren't completely aligned. Just want to wiggle it around a little bit, try and get those brackets lined up as nice as I can, and the lock pin will come right out. Now that just about does it for the installation of the slick locks on our GMC Savana. Again, it's going to be the same for the Chevrolet Express. The only difference is going to be if you have a sliding door or a hinge door, it's a different bracket for that side door. So make sure you get the appropriate kit for your van. Now, if you're looking for these slick locks or any other equipment to get your van ready for work, be sure to check us out at upfitsupply.com. Again, my name is Ryan, and have a good one.